have been on my carnivore groove lately. I'm going to show you what I ate this week and give you a weigh-in, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. If you're new here, welcome. You're watching Ketosis Focus. I have been on my health journey for the past 3 years, living a low-carb, ketogenic lifestyle, and I am on a mission to a healthier me. Currently, I'm about 85 pounds down. I'm trying to hit that 100 pounds lost mark. So if you want to see me reach my goals, make sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you find out when all the videos are getting posted. Before we get started, I need to have a big shout out and a big thank you to Seattle Sapphire's Low Carb Love for buying me my first coffee on the Buy Me a Coffee app. I really appreciate it. So if you want to help support this channel, you can buy me a coffee too. The link is in the description box below. So this week was a whole bunch of things that I was doing at once, just trying to focus, be laser focused and get myself to my goals. So this week I was intermittent fasting 16/8. I was eating a carnivore diet, which I was limiting dairy, trying to keep it as simple as possible. I was drinking my apple cider vinegar drink, which is 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a squirt of stevia, and a huge Yeti of water. And I think I did that for most of the days or the evenings this week. I was being consistent with my carnivore coffees every morning with the butter and the egg yolk. I was trying to get 10,000 or more steps every day this week. And my goals were to hit protein at 135 grams and my fat at about 100 grams. So those were my macros that I was tracking. I wasn't tracking calories. I really wasn't tracking carbs since it was carnivore this week. So I was really focusing on just hitting that protein number and trying to keep my fat in that vicinity of 100 grams. So let me show you what I ate, what this week looked like, and then we'll chat afterwards. Check it out. Good morning. Happy Monday. It is 8:35, 8:40. I am going out for a walk. It is a beautiful, breezy day today. Happy Halloween. Man, yesterday I did not get as many steps in as I have been getting these past 2 weeks. I think I hit maybe 3,700. So I do have to make up for it today. So here we go. Starting the day off with 890 steps, 0.40. We're going to try and get about 30 minutes, maybe 40, maybe 45, because I need to get those steps in. And yeah, let's get started. All right, we did 47 minutes of a walk. We got our exercise ring closed. Almost 3 miles, 6,153. Not a bad way to start off Halloween. Okay, let's go get some coffee. Starting the week off with another carnivore coffee, tablespoon of butter, 1 egg yolk. I'm gonna pour in some hot coffee and blend it. All right, this is my first meal of the day. I have some leftover boneless beef ribs from yesterday and a couple of these pork ribs that Caesar smoked on the pit yesterday. And I think I'm just gonna dip it in some mustard. I know that's not truly carnivore, but I was gonna do guacamole, but I'm skipping the guacamole, having the mustard, and then seeing what else I'm gonna want, because I'm not sure if this is gonna fill me up all day, so we'll see. All right, it is 4:39, a little bit later than usual, and I just did not have time to eat today. So I am making this big thick sirloin cooked in Kerrygold butter. I don't even think I'm hitting my protein numbers today. I had wanted to do boiled eggs, but I don't have any more. It's Halloween. I don't have time to fry up some eggs. I barely have time to make this steak right now, so I'm just doing the best I can today. All right, so this is the final product. I poured the leftover butter that I had cooked the steak in over the steak, so it's extra juicy. This was a big steak, probably 9.5 ounces before I cooked it. And I still don't think I have enough protein today. I don't even know if I want to try and bridge the gap with a protein shake or just leave it as is and just be a little bit more prepared tomorrow. Make sure I get the eggs boiled and ready to go. I didn't meal prep this week and it's showing. So happy dinner, bon appetit. All right, it is 8:20 and I decided to make an apple cider vinegar drink to end the night. Did you see my steps? Let me show you where my steps are right now. Halloween Day got me walking 7 miles today. So if I hit 16,000, I think I am making up for my very little steps that I had yesterday. So I'll take it. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It is 7:40 and I am gonna go ahead and have my electrolyte water. Just doing something a little bit different today. I normally have this in the middle of my afternoon, but I'm gonna have it first thing in the morning and see if it does anything to my first meal. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It is almost 10:15. I have been fasting for a little over 17 hours. I've already made my breakfast. I've got 3 eggs cooked in Kerrygold butter, 3 slices of sugar-free bacon, and a sausage link. And this is gonna be, I think, my first meal of the day. All right, it is 3:22 and here is meal number 2, which is about a 9-ounce sirloin steak that I cooked in the air fryer. All right, y'all, it is 6:30 and I don't know if I just didn't have enough fat today, even though I started off my day with a lot of fat this morning, but I'm actually kind of hungry now. And so I'm trying to teeter around with the idea of, do I just ignore the hunger, continue fasting until tomorrow morning, drink some water, and carry on? Or do I go ahead and allow myself something to eat? I'm still under on calories if I'm looking at that. I think I hit my protein goal for the day. If not, maybe I'm just a little bit under on protein, and I'm definitely under on fat so far. So I'm just trying to decide, do I want to continue intermittent fasting? Do I want to eat something? I don't know. Maybe I just drink some water. It's 6:30, so more than likely I'm going to bed by 10. I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. All right, I'm gonna grab one of these and then I'm gonna make myself an apple cider vinegar drink. So I'm not sure if this is gonna do the trick. We'll see. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is exactly 9 o'clock and we are going for our walk today. It is a little breezy. I had to go back in and get my jacket. It is laundry day, so I have already started moving around this morning. I've already got 2,156 steps so far. I gotta show you, check this out. Look at that, 9 o'clock and almost a mile in already with all the movement with laundry, but we're still gonna go for a walk today because we're still gonna push our steps. So that's the goal, the plan. Let's do it. All right, I am done for my walk for today. It is 9:45. I did 47 minutes. Let's look at the steps. Wow, look at that ring circle. That exercise ring is closed. And I have 7,465 before it's even 10 o'clock. Yay! I'm gonna get a lot of steps today because I still have lots of laundry to do. It is 11:40 and I'm going in with my first meal of the day. I've got 3 turkey sausage patties. I do have 1 slice of Colby Jack cheese, but it's divided between the 3, so I cut it into thirds. I've got 3 eggs that did not cook very well. And I put in the extra egg white that I had left over from my carnivore coffee this morning. And here is my high protein, high fat breakfast or first meal of the day. I did cook the eggs in ghee. I forgot I had some ghee on hand and pink Himalayan salt. It is 4:45 and I am eating dinner, which is 2 chicken thighs, bone in with the skin on. I went ahead and entered in about 10 ounces in Carb Manager, and I weighed this out, and these two with the bone were 11. So I'm going to measure the bones. That's how petty I am. That's how specific I'm trying to be. All right, it is 5 o'clock and I am in the mood for a coffee right now, but I am doing a decaf, and I did 1 tablespoon of this non-dairy, right? This is non-dairy? I'm pretty sure this is non-dairy creamer. No. I guess it is dairy. I always thought this was non-dairy. Anyway, I did 1 tablespoon at 15. It's got some MCT oil. And that's it. I'll close up my window. 7:42 and I am ending my night with an apple cider vinegar drink, and that is it for today. Good morning, happy Thursday. It is 9:40 and I've been fasting for about 16 hours and 15 minutes so far. I have my carnivore coffee ready to go into my give thanks mug today. We are in the November Thanksgiving spirit. I'm going to do my carnivore coffee, and I decided, a little better late than never, I am going to be meal prepping on a Thursday. So I found these chicken tenders at HEB. So I'm going to do bacon wrapped chicken tenders like I did, I think, about a week or 2 ago. Put them in the air fryer so it's an easy meal and there's no preparation needed. Just pop them out, toss them in the air fryer to heat them up again, and they're ready to go. So that's what I'm doing. And I did just finish making my boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. So I'm going to cool these down and shell them and keep them in the fridge ready to go. Hopefully this will help me the weekend. Stay on track. All right, I just finished making these bacon wrapped chicken tenderloins. I think I have 2 already put into my carb manager. For today, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do lunch or dinner, probably lunch since they're nice and hot now. And I think I have like 2 boiled eggs. So that might be my first meal, and then some leftover chicken thighs as my last. And then I think I'm done until tomorrow's weigh-in. Maybe I can squeeze in a second cup of coffee. We'll see. All right, it is 12:12. I'm gonna go ahead and have my first meal of the day. I have 2 boiled eggs and 2 chicken strips with bacon. All right, I am doing something different today. Is kind of an experiment, as I'm eating all of my food within a smaller eating window. So this is normally what I would have pushed for dinner, like 2 or 3 more hours, but I'm gonna go ahead and have my chicken thighs now. And I think the only thing I have left in my carb manager to have today is a cup of decaf, and then I'm gonna shut my my eating window off and fast until tomorrow. So let's see how this goes. I'm hoping I'm not going to be too terribly hungry the rest of the day. Fingers crossed. All right, I just finished my coffee. It is 3 o'clock and I am starting my fasting window, 3:04 to be exact. So my eating window today was about 5 hours. I don't know if that's any better than what I normally have it, but we'll see how I feel tonight. Good morning, happy Friday. It is 10 a.m. and I have been fasting for 19 hours today, and I have got a carnivore coffee, of course, with a tablespoon of butter, 1 egg yolk, a squirt of stevia, and blended it up. All right, it is 2 o'clock and I am eating this beef tenderloin filet mignon. There are about 10.5 ounces total here. I think this one is 5 ounces and this one is 5.5. So there There you go. That was so good. I ate all of the 10.5 ounces, and it was probably the best steak I've ever had here at home. It was so amazing. Tonight we went to dinner at a friend's house. They made us chili. This is not the picture of the chili that they made. I did not take picture or video of what I had, so I used an old photo of chili that I made. But they made keto cornbread. They made chili. I did put some cheese and a little bit of sour cream on there. I didn't eat a ton the rest of the evening, so I did my best in trying to figure out the macros for today. So before we get to the weigh-in, I just have to talk about how I felt this week. Surprisingly, I had a lot more energy than I've been having the past week or so. I've noticed that one of the days this week I was finding myself a lot busier, trying to move more. I couldn't sit down. I cleaned my daughter's room. I was doing laundry. I think twice this week I got 16,000 steps plus. So I did find myself with more energy than usual. And I found that I wasn't as ravenous. Like when I got hungry, it was more of, oh, okay, I noticed that I'm hungry, but it wasn't where I was starving, where I was hangry. I remember earlier in the week I was feeling that way, but not so much so the rest of the week. I think Wednesday when I changed my electrolyte water to the morning instead of the mid-afternoon was the time that I was kind of thrown off with my hunger. But like yesterday, I ended up doing OMAD and I wasn't hungry, surprisingly. I didn't feel overly stuffed and I was like, ooh, I'm not sure if this is gonna keep me full the rest of the day. And it did. In fact, I ended up fasting longer than I had been recently at 19 hours for this morning. So I'm thinking for next week, the plan will be to try and push myself to OMAD, still keep everything consistent, but instead of splitting up my food into 2 meals, I'm gonna try and see if I can condense it to 1 big meal and keep that OMAD going to try and just stretch my fasting window. So instead of fasting 16/8, maybe I can push it to 18 next week. So we'll see. I don't wanna do too much and throw off my progress because I feel like I am making progress on this new way of eating, a little stricter keto carnivore way the past few weeks. What I did realize in eating carnivore meals is that I was adding a lot of unnecessary things to my meal just because I felt like, growing up, we always had all the different sides with your meal. So if you have a steak, you'd also have mashed potatoes, green beans, a side salad, some bread, a dessert. There was all these elements. So it took, some training to get my mind to go, here's 2 chicken thighs and that's it. Or here's 3 chicken thighs, or here's, a steak and eggs, and that's all that you're having. I just have to check in with myself to see if it's hunger or if it's just feeling like I need to fill the plate with unnecessary things. I also noticed that I did put cheese on a lot of stuff before, like saturate it, like just drown my food in cheese. Always, anytime I could add a heavy cream sauce or cheese to something, I would. Like, to me, it felt like, oh, this is more of a filling meal because it has tons of cheese in it, or it's a casserole or something. So this week really helped me simplify things and realize that I don't need all the added things that I would add to my meals to try and bulk it up. So let's talk weigh-in. Last week I weighed in at 178.8 and this week I weighed in at 177.4. So that is a loss of 1.4 pounds. Now it doesn't sound like a lot. It's not 10 pounds or anything, but considering how I've been yo-yoing a lot this year and it was taking everything in me just to shave off a 0.2 on my weight, just to see consistent numbers like 1.5, 1 pound, 1.4, that's really helping me get to my goals. So I will take the 1.4 as long as I can keep this up and consistent and see if that will keep the ball rolling to help me get to my goals. I was looking at my weigh-ins for last year. Now, mind you, I am heavier today than I was this time last year. So I was looking at old videos and I saw this time last year I was weighing 169.6. So I'm about 8 pounds heavier at this point. But as I was looking at my trends, I noticed that though I was 169.6 this time last year, by Thanksgiving, I was 170.6, and then by the beginning of December, I was 171.2, and then I ended the year last year at 179.8. So that's when it was starting to go up. I had gained 10 pounds from this moment, November the 3rd, to the end of the year, which is 2 months. And so what I want to do, what I want to vow for this year is I don't want to gain those 10 pounds again, the holiday weight from Thanksgiving and Christmas. What I want to do is I'd like to be 10 pounds less than where I'm at right now. So my goal, because I'm weighing 167.4, if I can get, 177.4, if I can get down to 167.4 by the end of 2022, it will be the lowest weight I have ever seen on the scale. So that's going to be huge. And B, I would not have gained weight during the holidays. I would have lost 10 pounds. So that is my goal for this week. Now, when we talk about steps, as you saw, I did have more than 16,000 steps twice this week. I made sure that I hit those 10,000 steps. I may not have been consistent in actually walking outside for 30 or 45 minutes each day, but I did make sure that I wasn't sedentary a lot of the time this week. So I'm really, really pushing myself to get those averages up. So we'll see how I do. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. How did your week go? Have you tried carnivore yet? If you haven't, what's stopping you? I'd love to hear about it. Post it in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.